Why is it that when a man texts back in 24 hours, we're like, oh my God, he's so consistent?
No, because the bar is literally in hell. We're praising men for replying. And the way we justify it too, like, oh, he's too busy. Busy doing what? Running a country.
Is he the prime minister?
We're acting like consistency is rare when it's actually just the bare minimum.
Why do we accept men who are emotionally unavailable, inconsistent, and then we say, oh my God, but he has potential?
Potential is honestly the biggest scam of the century.
Why are we dating who he could be instead of who he actually is? We actually gaslight ourselves. We're like, maybe I'm asking too much. No, you're just asking the wrong person.
Because who said that the bare minimum was a love language?
And today we're talking about exactly why we accept it.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Coffee Club, the coffee date you don't cancel.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
If you say, oh my God, that is so exciting one more time on an intro, I'm going to strangle you.
It is though. Like, is this not the highlight of your week?
You need a new line.
I need it.
Let's do take two. Let's see what she can come up with. Hi guys, take two. Welcome back to the Coffee Club, the coffee date you don't cancel. Today we're going to be talking all about why we accept the bare minimum, not just in relationships, but in work life, in friendships, in family relationships. And we're going to dive deep. We're going to talk about some personal stories. We're going to talk about mindset shifts. And we're going to talk about how we can actually stop doing this. And I think what better way to start it off by defining what does the bare minimum actually mean?
Facts. Let's raise the bar. We need to raise the bar.
Agreed.
For me, the bare minimum is like, oh my God, he texted me back.
Why is that even, who introduced that into the topic?
Like how? How do we think that a text back is like, that's basic decency. Like that's human decency. Keeping promises, effort, opening a door. Chivalry is dead. And the bar is so low, like you said, like it's literally in hell. Emotional availability is like a treasure. Why do we have to look at it like, oh my God, he's emotionally available. He's the one.
When do you think we started calling basic decency effort?
You know, I really thought about that. I really thought about it this morning. I think we've romanticized the idea of relationships so much that we accept the bare minimum because it's like, oh my God, my friends are in happy relationships. Look at this movie. It's so like fine and dandy and you don't really see the issues. So you start accepting like things that are just basic human decency.
It's also kind of like a pick-me behavior. A little bit of a sidetrack. Kind of linked, but not in a romantic relationship. But in friendships, I have definitely accepted the bare minimum several times. I am that friend that will always be there for you. I will go out of my way. I will never cancel plans. I will move things in my schedule that I actually need to do in order to prioritize you. And it has had such a detrimental effect on me personally, where it's actually ruined relationships, it's ruined my boundaries, and everything's just very muddled. And I also build resentment for that person and that friendship.
Exactly.
Because I start looking at it like, you don't respect me in the way that I respect you.
Yeah.
And I wonder where that comes from.
That's really interesting. For me, I would say it probably comes out more in relationships.
Okay.
Like my friendships, I feel like I get beyond, like I get the maximum from my friendships. Like I have amazing friends and they're great. But from relationships, I always think like, oh my God, he pulled out my chair. Like that's
Nadia,
so
no.
cute.
He pulled out your chair?
Love it.
A waiter will pull out your chair. Someone that doesn't even know you will pull out your chair.
I used to accept the bare minimum. But I think that doing that and building resentment, like you said, actually made me raise the bar.
Really?
And also seeing like the experiences of my friends. Like when I see my friends getting the most from their husbands, their boyfriends, whatever, I'm like, oh, I was excited when this man pulled out a chair.
I guess it's also from lack of experience.
Yeah, exactly. When I had less experience.
Exactly, because if you're in your first relationship or your second relationship, you kind of don't know what to expect.
Exactly.
You don't know what the normality is.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was younger, I was in a relationship and I would honestly just accept the bare minimum. And when I'm talking about the bare minimum, I'm talking about in every single aspect. This guy would take forever to text me back. The communication was terrible. We couldn't even have just like very easy conversations. There was no respect, there was no effort from his side, and I would always go over and beyond to do anything to make things work. And I kind of told myself that this was the norm because I didn't want to admit that I was settling.
Yeah. And I feel like you and I both have this like savior complex.
Yeah.
And we like to fill other people's cups before our own. And that's the problem. You build resentment when you've like been so drained and exhausted. It's just an ick now.
Yeah.
Like it's genuinely an ick. Like you would never accept that from your husband. You would never accept it from a friendship. Like I now going forward in my next relationships, I can't accept someone who's not like in Arabic, like bidallani, like he's like obsessed with me and he loves me and he's like, oh, you're having a bad day? Flowers at your door. Here's a massage.
Even it could be the smallest thing, just to know you were thinking about me.
Yeah, like get me a coffee.
I was just about to say that. Imagine just like you're just sitting at home and then a coffee arrives and it's like, oh, I was just thinking of you.
That's my love
Stop.
language.
I'm in love.
I'm obsessed with you. You're my husband.
But hold on, is someone ordering us a coffee? The bare minimum? No, stop
No, it's
it.
the bare minimum.
Are we still accepting the bare minimum?
Okay,
No, but what we're talking about is basically being with someone that thinks about you all the time, that you are running through their mind nonstop.
Yeah.
You're living in his mind rent free.
Exactly. And you know what? Sometimes what I love to tell my friends and tell myself too is that what one man won't do for you, another man will.
Agreed.
And another man is dying to do that for you.
Yeah.
Versus this one man that you're like, babe, it would really make me happy if you did this. No, that man will say, what can I do to make Nadia happy?
Exactly. You don't have to over-explain yourself to someone.
Exactly.
Why are you over-explaining yourself? Why are you going over and beyond to do something for someone that wouldn't even pull out your chair? So when we think of the bare minimum, I think about the psychology behind it. I think about the fear of being alone, wanting to be the chill girl, which was kind of like that pick-me energy that I was explaining earlier. And hands down, not hands up. I have definitely been. I want to be the chill girl. Like I'm the girlfriend that, I don't fuss if my boyfriend's too busy. Like he's busy, he's working, he's doing XYZ. Like, I can't see him all the time. Like very, very, very pick me energy. And I thought that was something that would make me more lovable.
Okay.
Because I was easy. I was easygoing. Just like, we're best friends.
Yeah.
Like I want to make your life easy. I want to be your peace.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you are causing me immense stress.
And men love a chase. Men are hunters.
Yeah.
By nature, men want to hunt. So if you're the chill girl, he'll be like, oh, she's amazing. She brings me peace. But like, this is boring.
Right.
And look, I don't condone toxicity. I don't condone toxic relationships and toxic behaviors. However, I do feel like at the beginning of a relationship, there has to be somewhat of like a push and pull, a little bit of like a hot and cold, because men love the chase.
It's interesting you say that. Growing up, my mom always told me, you have to be with a man that loves you more than you love him.
My mom said that too.
Oh my God, is this like a blueprint?
That is...
Is it like an unwritten rule that we just don't know about?
I think so. And you know what's even crazier? I was at this pool party in Versace like 5 years ago, and this like older couple was celebrating their 30th anniversary. So I asked the woman, like separate, and the man separate. I said, what do you think like let this relationship last so long? And she goes, honey, he's got to love you more than you love him. And I was like, okay, mama.
I hear you.
Okay, I
my
hear
God, so
you.
it's literally a blueprint. It's an unwritten rule.
Right?
Yeah, my mum always said that to me. You know, I never understood it. I was like, but in the movies, the girl is literally smitten. Not me, just Mrs. Smitten.
You're Mrs.
Little Miss Smitten. Yeah, and it's always you look and you see that the girl or the woman is the one that pours herself into relationships more. And we've just been conditioned to this.
True. But men have a different way of showing love.
Yeah.
Like, he's not, like, obsessed and, like, clingy and whatever, typically, right? Like, the masculine man versus the woman who's very soft and nurturing and loving. So I think that it is really that he needs to feel like he's pursuing you, and he has to feel... Oh, I sound like the female Andrew Tate. Like,
no, I'm loving this. I'm taking notes.
He has to like want to pursue you. He has to feel like, okay, I need to chase her. I need to make her happy. Essentially, that's what's going to make him fall in love with you.
It's true, because people love what they can't have.
Exactly. Or just like investing in you, whether it's in your emotions, whether it's financial, whatever it is, he has to feel like he's putting some sort of an investment in that woman. And I think that's what makes him love a woman. Yeah, so when you're accepting the bare minimum, you're actually making him run away from you. Like, you're actually giving him the ick. Just be a little bit more high maintenance, not in like a toxic way, but more in a, these are my standards, and my standards are actually here, even if you've never had them like that in the past. Just gaslight him.
Why do you think in the past you've accepted the bare minimum?
I think it's the fear of being alone. I'm such an extrovert and I love people. And I feel like being alone, I don't get my purpose in life from being alone. I have to be around other people. And then you can also have everything in life. Like you can have money and friendships and everything, but if you don't have a partner to share it with, it feels very lonely.
I can relate to that because I grew up with a big family.
Yeah.
So I've always been used to having someone there.
Yeah.
My sister's there, my brother's there, my cousins are there, my mum is there. I have a lot of friends. So when I sit by myself, it's extremely quiet. And then I overthink things. Now I've done a lot of growing and I can't relate to that person anymore. However, I remember like looking back at little Layla and her just always chasing other people to like fill a gap or like to fill the silence. And because you're chasing someone, I'm like the hunter and I'm like, oh, be my friend or like, love me.
Yeah.
Why are you too busy for me? And it's exactly like what you said, like men like to chase.
Yeah.
And I was reversing the role and just being a chaser in lots of different dynamics in my life.
Yeah.
And not being able to catch up on the race because people are so focused on what they're doing. Yeah. People accept the love that they think they deserve. And I obviously didn't think I deserved the creme de la creme of love.
You do though.
Right? I need the tiramisu.
You be getting that tiramisu. No, but you know what? It's crazy because that was little Layla and now you've completely shifted that.
Yeah.
So it shows that maybe it was meeting the right person or maybe it was just like a change in who you were as a person. Like you accepted the bare minimum for so long that you were like fed up and you resented people for that.
When I built that resentment towards people and just feeling like you're not pouring into me like I pour into you, I said, I'm going to pour into myself. And exactly like what we touched base on previous episodes, I just started journaling and I started investing more time into myself and finding out what exactly it is that I like and trying things that I don't like. Like me personally, I never used to like reading. Now me and Nadia out here joining book clubs.
Guys, we're part of a book club now.
Even down to things like pottery. It's something I never tried before. And I was like, I'm just going to try pottery. And I found it so therapeutic. I found like buying adult colouring books really therapeutic and just doing things to occupy my mind and enjoy the silence in my mind rather than trying to run away from it. Yeah. Do you think that dating apps lowered our standards?
Yeah, big time. Because I feel like when you swipe on a dating app, you're just looking at like numbers. You don't know what the person is really like. You just see a face and you're attracted to that. What if he has the most handsome face but the most disgusting personality? And actually in the past, I've dated someone who was not like the most handsome, but because he had such an incredible personality, it made him more handsome in my eyes. So I feel like, our standards really, really have lowered because of dating apps. And I think it also makes us addicted to the potential, not the reality. So you see this person on a dating app, he puts his best photos, his best moments, his best thoughts, and you don't really get to know who that person really is. Nothing against them, but I do feel like it did.
Yeah, you've kind of already imagined what this person is like.
Yeah.
In your mind, you're molding him into what you believe he is going to be like.
Absolutely. And you don't know if he's emotionally unavailable or a narcissist and I do not throw that around lightly. Like, I'm not going to say like, this man's a narcissist. Like, a lot of narcissists actually exist now. And I think it's because of their moms.
Oh, we went there.
That's a different topic.
That's a different topic for a different day. Also, because of the bare minimum, we accept situationships, people telling us that, oh, we're not official, there's no real commitment, we're happy to accept that we're just seeing each other because you're trying to be the soft girl. You're trying to be the girl that's chill and accepts everything, and it's not that deep because at least he's being honest that he's speaking to other people. And in reality, you're just in limbo.
Yeah, that's so true.
You're wasting your time.
And we accept like ghosting and then coming back to us.
That is so disrespectful. I could never speak to you again. What do you mean just one day you woke up and decided you're not going to text me back?
Like, just be honest. Sorry, this is not going to work out.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're not feeling me and I'm not the person for you, just say to me, look, it was nice getting to know you. However, I just don't think that this is going anywhere. I would much rather that than you run away and ghost me. Also, ghosting is childish.
I agree. And I would respect you more for not ghosting me.
I agree.
When you ghost me, are you a man-child?
It's giving ick. When friends have told me that a guy's just ghosted them, I'm genuinely confused. I'm like, what do you mean? He's just stopped replying. He's
yeah.
literally wiped off the face of the earth.
Did he die?
That's embarrassing. What if you bump into him? Has he got no shame?
Yeah, literally. Like, the only way that you're ghosting me is if you died.
If you're sitting there right now and someone's ghosting you, honestly use this as like your way to see it as an ick. Like, it's, you don't want to be with that person.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's not man enough just to have a normal conversation and tell you exactly what's on his mind? If he's ghosting you in the talking phase, imagine being in a relationship with that guy.
Horrendous. He has no shame. Also, when you're trying to make plans with someone and they're busy, being busy is just an excuse because people will always make time for what's important to them. So it just means you're not important to him.
If I could speak to my younger self, I would tell her that she needs to walk away from situations a lot faster than she does. There's no point you wasting your time trying to mold someone into what you want them to be or the potential. Never stay for potential.
So right. Like, that's one thing I would tell my younger self. Detach from the potential. Believe him for what he's showing you. Like, this is what he really is. He's shown you. Raise your standards. Raise your boundaries.
Agreed.
Stick to your boundaries. There's nothing wrong with sticking to your boundaries. Do you think men are embarrassed for having boundaries? No.
Absolutely not.
They would never.
And the thing is, having boundaries actually makes you more attractive.
You stand your ground.
You stand your ground and it's like, oh, this person knows what they want.
Yeah.
When someone has boundaries, I'm like, oh, badass.
Yeah, meow.
Right? Honestly, having boundaries is an attractive trait to have. Stop trying to prove your worth. Like Nadia said earlier, if someone wants to make time for you, they will make time for you. You don't need to start trying to prove your worth to someone who's not even giving you a moment of their time, who doesn't have the respect or the decency to text you back or return your call or just to give you an update on what's happening and just leaves you in the limbo and hasn't got you on a pedestal.
Your standards aren't too high. You're protecting your peace. There's no such thing as high standards. You accept what you think you deserve. You deserve better. Pour into yourself. Be whole. You said this a few episodes ago. Like, I needed to work on myself to be whole. And there's no other half.
Yeah.
Be your whole self. Someone else should be their whole self. And then you come together and you're like double.
Yeah.
Times 2.
Right? A double tier cake.
Yeah. If this resonates with you, ask yourself, where in life are you settling? What are you tolerating that you shouldn't? And what would change if you believed you deserved more?
They are such good questions. Please send us a DM with your answers. I am dying to hear them.
We've gotten a lot of really good DMs lately.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Because remember that you're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong person. And remember that the bare minimum is not a love language. We deserve way more than survival level relationships.
Love is not supposed to feel confusing, draining, or one-sided. Cut that man off.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. I hope you liked it. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and follow us on Instagram.
You can follow Layla at Layla Loves and me at Nadia Sultan X.
And we will see you next week, Wednesday.
See you.
Bye.